Let's start this Hyp3r Halloween off properly with a sequel to John Carpenter's Halloween, Halloween 3: Season of the Witch. I wanted to pick a Halloween sequel that really changed things up with the story. Although Halloween 3 isn't technically a part of the Michael Myers series, but that's the reason I picked it. Halloween 3 was written and directed by Tommy Lee Wallace in his directorial debut. John Carpenter and Deborah Hill returned to produce this movie as well. So, it's a Halloween movie that doesn't revolve around Michael Myers. What's it about? Let's discuss. You see, there's a company called Silver Shamrock, and they released these really generic-looking Halloween masks that apparently everyone wants. There's even a jingle where the mask/toy company remixes London Bridges, making it catchy yet annoying at the same time. There's a bit of strange happenings revolving around these masks. A man named Harry Grimbridge is even killed trying to take one of these masks. Well, he's not killed before going to the hospital. Harry's daughter, Ellie, meets Dr. Daniel Chalice, the man who cared for Harry prior to dying. The two decide to investigate the Silver Shamrock Novelties factory to figure out why Harry may have had the mask the night he died. Dan and Ellie eventually meet the owner of Silver Shamrock, Connell Cochran. Cochran ultimately reveals his plans are as such. There are microchips in the Silver Shamrock emblem on the mask, and when activated during a big giveaway that's planned, all the wearers will have a laser beam shot into their head, causing it to explode into deadly insects and snakes. Cochran plans to use this to sacrifice children from around the country. And that's pretty much the plot in a nutshell. Let's get into some interesting factoids about the film, primarily the anthology aspect. Halloween 3: Season of the Witch was supposed to be the start of an anthology film series that began with Halloween 3. After 3, the series returned back to a slasher series revolving around Michael Myers. The thought behind the anthology aspect is that A, the Michael Myers story had concluded after Halloween 2, and B, Carpenter and Hill believed the movie series could have focused on Halloween night with different spooky things happening to a unique set of characters, almost like Trick or Treat. So the first two Halloween movies focus on Laurie and Michael, whereas Halloween 3 focuses on Dr. Chalice and Cochran. The anthology aspect was quickly dropped after Halloween 3 bombed in comparison to the previous films in the series. Halloween 3 did make money, but it didn't do as well as Halloween 1 and 2. It was also panned and people didn't give it a chance because Michael Myers wasn't in the movie. Halloween 3: Season of the Witch eventually did gain popularity throughout the years. I always remember the Halloween series playing on AMC, or one of those channels, during Halloween back in the day, and I was curious as to why Halloween 3 was always skipped. I can't speak for everyone, but that's the reason I searched out the film. I wanted to see what I was missing. So what did I think of the film? It's good. It's not a slasher film, and instead focuses on witchcraft with a touch of science fiction, which is a pretty cool direction if you ask me. It's a mess at times, but I like that Carpenter and Hill tried to do something different. I often wonder what would have happened if we got Season of the Witch instead of Halloween 2. Maybe the anthology aspect would have worked, and we could have eventually gotten back to the Michael storyline since Carpenter and Hill figured the anthology films would get dedicated sequels. I don't know. It just felt like releasing the second Michael Myers movie after the first conditioned people to expect that from then on. I do wish they were able to create more films for the defunct anthology series, though. That's not to say that I wish the Michael Myers sequels never happened, I just want more horror films. Besides, if we never got back to Michael Myers, we would have never gotten this iconic line.
Trick or treat, motherfucker.
At the end of the day, Halloween 3: Season of the Witch is well acted, has some cool effects, and is an interesting story. It's a little slow at times and somewhat a mess plot-wise, but it's a good film regardless. You should definitely add this one to your Halloween movie rotation, both for a Halloween movie marathon and in general.